So thanks for tuning in to another episode of Save the Track Bike. I'm your host, Josh, and today's episode is a little bit different. I'm introducing these new mini-sodes, if you will, called Save the Track Bike Sprints. So the purpose of these is going to be to kind of like quickly cover races or get kind of like news out and stuff. I'm trying to figure out the format. So this one is with Shawn Dubois. He is the organizer of the Switchyard Crit in Dallas. Yeah, it's a good conversation. We talk about the races and all that kind of stuff. So let's just jump into it. Yeah, that's funny. Me and my brother changed our pronunciation too because
the same thing.
Yeah.
Try to be true to those roots, man.
Yeah, so you're of Switchyard Crit, based out of Dallas, Texas. Do you want to introduce yourself and kind of talk about the series and all that stuff?
Yeah, man. So obviously Shawn. My name's Shawn, and here in Dallas, yeah, we started Switchyard Crit last year in 2017, and just wanted to kind of give a home to the fixed gear scene. We have Monday Mash out there. Junior Belmontes does the Monday Mash he's been doing for several years, and we always get like a good fixed gear turnout there. But I noticed that like a lot of us were going out to San Antonio and Austin and Houston areas, and doing crits out there, and we were kind of, I don't want to down us, but we were kind of not really competitive in any of those crits. And I kind of related it to us just not racing as much. So, those guys like out in LA, they're racing every weekend, multiple times a week sometimes. So, and the same in San Antonio, they got a lot of races going on. So, we really just wanted to give a home to the fixed gear culture here in Dallas and try to build up the scene. So I started the Switchyard Crit, which is all fixed gear monthly crit, and the first one in Dallas. And the turnout's kind of, it was a little slow in the beginning. We had a really good turnout, and then kind of roller coaster throughout the season. And so we just, the goal was just to complete a full season and really just get that first season under our belts and try to build from there. So that's pretty much where we're at. But what was really surprising is that we always had more spectators than racers. So I definitely didn't really expect that. I thought that, we would kind of have to work hard to get the attention of spectators, but really that's been the most part that's consistent. People are always coming out and watching. They kind of want to see. So it kind of proves to me that, we need to provide, good entertainment for these people, and two, they want to see it, and they want to see fixed gear riders come out and race. So I'm glad that we're able to kind of give a home for that. So
that's awesome. What's the course like? Is it pretty open, or is it kind of more of a technical thing?
It's not technical at all. No, it's 4 right-hand turns. So we're running clockwise because we don't have shut down streets or anything, and obviously we're not sanctioned, and it's strictly underground. So we run clockwise. So we do 4 right-hand turns. After turn 3, you have a short climb. I don't even know really the grade of the climb, but it gets you. It's enough to kind of get the burn in your legs, and it's a good attack spot. So where you're, if you're coming off of turn 2 going into turn 3, you probably want to attack there, and then hope for a kind of a gap to open up, and then you can attack the climb, and a breakaway can happen. So we've seen a lot of success with that kind of strategy going in. So. Yeah, but it's definitely, it seems, it's a 0.5 of a mile, so it's short, and, we have wide lanes there. I think it's mostly 2 lanes, but it kind of opens up to 3 and 4 at some point. But yeah, other than that, it's not technical at all. Yeah.
That's cool though. I like a wide open course,
Yeah.
Go balls to the wall a little bit, and especially for people that aren't used to racing crits and stuff, it's like it's nice to be able to learn how to corner with other people that isn't on like
Hmm.
a crazy red hook course that has like
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's true, and just even just the techniques of drafting and stuff like that. And that's where we're trying to foster that the scene to where people that were on the cusp of, oh, that looks fun, and I kind of want to race, but I never had before. It's like it's a perfect opportunity to come out, and I just try to encourage everybody to come out and just race and just get in it. And I think you have the same philosophy or same principles as I do, and it's just do it. Just come out and do
yeah,
it and
man.
see how you do. If you last 2 laps, that's cool, man. At least you started. So
Man, I grew up
you
with
know,
that ethos too. Like being in hardcore band is just like, oh, you have a shed in your backyard? Let's put on a show.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then like 200 kids show up in somebody's backyard and you're having a hardcore show all of a sudden. So like it's like that kind of mentality though that like
Mhm.
I think brings in like kind of more interest for young people and stuff like that
Mhm.
maybe didn't grow up like super bougie with like parents that bought them like $5,000 bikes and
Mhm.
had
Mhm.
them go out and learn how to draft and stuff when they were like 11 years old,
Right.
like which is most
Doing
people.
triathlons and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I think cycling, the thing I hate about it, like I love cycling so much, but the thing I do hate about it is that um, there is a lot of those barriers for people where it's like if you don't have a certain income bracket a lot of times,
Mhm.
or there's a lot of hurdles you have to get over, and anything that we can do to break those things down, like putting on an unsanctioned race on fixed gear bikes, which are relatively affordable,
Mhm.
especially with companies like Throne and Aventon and State, and making like quality bikes that people can actually afford.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree. I agree.
yeah, so I think it's rad what you guys are doing. Yeah, so do you want to like shout out like details about the race, like what the course looks like, that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
stuff?
yeah, yeah. So we have well, not obviously, I guess, but we have a Strava segment called the Switchyard Crit Dallas, I believe. I made it a while back, so I'll have to double check. But I think you can find it on the Strava segment Explorer. So if if anybody wants to go out there, especially around Dallas, if anybody wants to go out there and just try to get the KOM on the course, they can. It's probably going to be a little hard without a group just because of drafting and stuff.
For
So
sure.
I think the KOM right now, I think it's held by, I want to say it's held by Cato Bentley, which is a Bicycles Plus rider. I think he's Cat 3, I want to say. Um, so anyway, we have the segment Explorer if you want to get on and take a look at the course and stuff like that if you haven't had a chance. And then obviously we have an Instagram presence with Switchard Fix. And then on Facebook as well. So there's event pages on Facebook for the Switchyard Crit, and then there's a regular page for the Switchyard Fix. So, and all that really is just to give a home to the crit, so that if there's things that I want to do later on, as far as like community rides and charity rides and stuff like that, just different like one-off things that I might be doing. I kind of wanted to give a umbrella for all of that. And so that's what Switchyard Fix serves as. So other than that, yeah, man, I mean, it's held every third Saturday of every month all the way through September. Um,
And the first one's in March, right?
yeah, the first one's March 17th. And we'll start at about 10 p.m. at night. It's give or take, we'll kind of wait around for people to show up if they're a little late and stuff like that. So, um, but yeah, so we'll go all the way through September, and then we'll have the Champions Race in October. So I'll have to stay tuned for all the details coming out on that. But yeah, anybody can reach out to me. I'm on Instagram as Shawn Dubois, real name, no gimmicks. And then obviously Switchyard Fixed is on there as well. And then yeah, Facebook, Shawn Dubois or Switchyard Fixed on there. So we do have several sponsors that have helped me out from the very beginning. They kind of just, it was super, super easy to kind of get them on board. I really just emailed a couple of people that I knew, mainly being like Ellen Bagworks and Joel. I emailed her. I think she was one of the first ones to sign on. I emailed her and just to see if she wanted to provide pre prizes for the race. And she was super stoked and was like down for it all the way. from the very beginning. So that was cool. And then LM Studios does all the photography for us. So that people can come out, and especially if you're not a seasoned racer and you can come out and get pictures taken of you, it looks cool, and he's really cool about just taking a picture and just giving him credit for the photograph. And he does everything, merch and anything you need, stickers, stuff like that. So I highly recommend him to anybody that's looking for that type of stuff. And then we had Dallas Bike Works, which is a bicycle shop in Dallas. They have 2 locations, one out in White Rock Lake and one out in Oak Cliff. And they've been super cool as well. They provide pretty much the podium prizes, and routinely it's been like $100 gift card, $75 gift card, and $50 gift card for the podiums. So I mean, that's huge. To me, that's huge. And especially if I won or something like that and I didn't put on this race, but I was just a racer. Like, that's huge to be able to take $100 gift card into a local bike shop and spend it there, And especially like you were talking, we don't have thousands of dollars to spend on our bikes. So, I know that stuff comes in handy, and they've been, deserving of everything that they've given us and stuff like that. So I know they like to see the guys in there spending all those gift cards and stuff. So, and then, just going into this season, Dallas Brakeless, which is some of us from the Monday Mash crew, are going to assemble a team. So we're in the process of doing that now. We're trying to get logos, and we're a little late for the season, but we really honestly just don't care. It's not anything that's like, we're not an official, rider for a certain bike or anything. We're just kind of like a club that kind of accepts people in, and I think we'll have initially we'll have 4 to 6 riders riding for us. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Dallas Brakeless is kind of going to come out and kind of just represent Dallas as a whole for the fixed gear community.
Cool, man. When you come back on, I want to talk more about that for your full
that'd be great.
Interview.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have, I'll have some more information and some more stuff to talk about with that. But yeah, it's definitely, I think the point of the crit is definitely shaping up in Dallas, as of now. It's kind of like, it's come full circle a little bit where it's like, man, I don't know if we're going to make it through the first season. I did have to cancel one race back, I think it was in May of last year. Just because we didn't have enough riders. Nobody really wanted to race 4 people, 5 people. So, that was like going forward from there. It was like, okay, well, let's make sure we don't have to cancel another race, and let's just make sure that there's always a race every month, and it's good entertainment, and it's a good race, and everybody has fun, and, we all party at the end. So,
nice.
Yep. So I think with all that being said, man, it's just kind of, like I said, it's come full circle, and, we have people that we haven't seen before out there, and new faces every month, new spectators every month. And, with the Money Mash crew and them guys out there, always showing up, and then Dallas Brakeless coming on board, and us kind of assuming all of that. I think it's kind of, it's looking good for Dallas at least. So,
nice.
We're not a mecca for fixed gear riding yet, or racing period, but I don't know if we'll ever will be, but we can do our part and try to get the numbers up, and and go from there. So that's all we really care about, man. We just like to ride and drink beer and smoke weed. So but yeah, man.
Cool,
Other
man.
than that, we'd love to see you out there, and let me know when I can be back on for a full episode, dude.
Absolutely. We'll set that up. But hey, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to shout out before we go?
No, I don't think so. I think I mentioned all of my sponsors. RR Threads, I don't think I mentioned them. I guess it's kind of difficult. I guess I'm an ambassador of them, but they've also kind of supported the Switch Art Crit, so we put them on the logo, or on the actual flyer for the crit. So yeah, RR Threads, LM Bagworks, LM Studios, Dallas Bike Works, Dallas Brakeless, Monday Mash, all those people. Yeah, just want to give a thanks, and thanks for the support, and stay with us because we're looking for good things in 2018. So
cool, man. Well, hey, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time, man. I look forward to the full episode. So.
All right, that does it for the first Save the Track Bike sprint. Thanks for tuning in. Find us on Instagram at Save the Track Bike, savethetrackbike.com, music by Vitamin Pets.